My name is Kari and I think I've been going to fellowship some 20 years since I was 16. I was born and raised in a family that went to church, and I knew all about God. I knew Bible verses, everything like that. And then at 7 years old, I got diagnosed with a rare immune deficiency called CVID. And that kind of complicated everything in my world. Enter all the hospital stays, all the crazy test results, and everything else that comes along with being not having an immune system, basically. It was a very confusing time, especially growing up as a teenager and in school, but missing a lot of school. I didn't always feel like I fit in anywhere. As I grew up into a young adult, there was a little less severe things, but then I started having blood clots, and at one point I got really sick and they couldn't figure out why. In the last-ditch effort, they ended up finding, with the last test that they thought of after everything else they've done, they ended up finding what they thought was a clot or a tumor in my right atrium of my heart. And then they said in 3 days I had to have open heart surgery. God was always in the back of my mind and present, but there were some times that I kind of hated him for everything I'd been through. And I have actually died and came back 3 times. I was told the first 2 because I don't remember much of those. But then after the 3 days wait, I didn't have much time to process what was going to happen or how in-depth the open heart surgery would be. All I knew is that I felt peace. I went back into the operating room. My mom was in another hospital admitted as well, and my dad was the only one there for me, but I went back and I looked at them and I said, I looked at my dad and the pastor and I said, I'll be fine. I know it. And then I guess when I was coming out of open heart, I also told my dad to take a picture of me as soon as he sees me. But when they were trying to bring me back off the machine, I guess I crashed. And I had this weird feeling of floating. And this is what really got me. I was floating above my body. I was watching them crash cart me. And then I started going higher. I don't know how high I got, but at one point my grandpa Chapel ended up meeting me wherever I was. I think it was close to heaven or something. But he met me and said, "Child, it's your time to go back. It's not your time to come up. Go back, child," or something like that. I can't remember the exact words. But then I remember floating back down. When I got back in my body, I just felt peace. I mean, that's all I can explain, is I knew I was supposed to be there. After that, I still encountered quite a few things that tested me and put me through quite a bit. But I knew I was where God wanted me to be. I was supposed to be here on this earth because I had a purpose. And since then, I've just been working on my faith, working on helping people the way my heart shows me to do. I learned a lot from my struggles and from everything I've been through. And nowadays, I just use that to help others. Like, help them, encourage them, help lead them, help guide them, just be there for people. My favorite verse is, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Because I've literally done all things, been through a lot with his strength. And I got through them and I learned. Because he made sure he was there with me no matter what.